What's up, Team Sorny Gamers? It is John here with you guys today. I'm super excited to be jumping into some more Pokemon TCG Live. I've really been enjoying the app, just getting to play sort of whenever I can. It's been fun. I will say my one drawback is that I feel like matches take a long time. I don't know if it's just the opponents I'm getting matched up against, but they definitely seem to take their time here. But yeah, it's been a blast. I've been enjoying this fire deck that I've got. Basically built around Charizard and Arcanine. It's just one that the game sort of gives you, but it seems to mesh well together, so I've been enjoying playing it and sort of getting the synergy of the deck. So I'm just going to run through this match here and see how it goes. I don't know. I think that being paired up against another fire deck could be interesting. I like that neither of us really has the advantage of typing, but it does look like this guy's customized his deck a bit because I definitely saw some different stuff from him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. And yeah, just going to jump in and go through some strategy and figure out what I think's best. And yeah, we'll go with that. So go ahead, guys, and let's see how this one turns out. I'm still getting a feel for who's all in the deck and what their abilities are, so I'm just taking a peek here. But I think the Radiant Charizard is the best choice, so I'm going to throw that on the bench. And that way, if he starts knocking out my guys, I will be able to do the big attack on Charizard a bit quicker, because that's sort of what the benefit of his skill there is. Otherwise, it's quite a costly attack, but it's definitely one that's supposed to help you in a cinch. Yeah, so this is definitely what I was saying, guys. Sometimes some of these opponents just go so slow. I don't know if they're trying to figure things out or if they're just trying to run down the clock. I know in the old Pokemon TCG app, that was a terrible issue. People would just hop onto games and run down the clock so that you would hopefully just quit, and that's definitely no fun. But I'm going to go ahead here and play my trainer so that I can get a whole new hand, and excellent. That was definitely the right choice. Alright, we're going to go ahead and slap down some stuff here. The Magma Basin lets me bring in cards from the discard, and the Arcanine is beefed up if he has damage on him. So that's definitely something I want to be doing. And then also just getting Fire Energies onto other cards. And then this way too, if I discard Fire Energies to pay costs for like Ultra Ball, things like that, I'm really just getting them back and getting an extra benefit. So the synergy, like I was saying, is really nice here. So I definitely feel like we hit a place here where we're kind of bricked. Like, he's got his fire guys, I've got my fire guys. We're running a very much similar deck. So it's kind of like, you know, where are we going with it? Now, this is the card that he has in that was different. So, I mean, it definitely makes sense. It allows him to redraw his hand. So definitely a good card here, even if he doesn't really play it. I don't know if he's running Metal Energy or not. But strategy-wise, I mean, definitely a smart thing to have. And then if it's just sitting on the bench so you can have its skill, it's definitely got a lot of HP. So if people start picking off the bench, you know, it'll be a hard one to pick out. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead here, and I just find Rare Candy is not always as great as it needs to be. If you don't have what you need in your hand, it's just really not worth it. So I will use it as discard fodder quite a bit because yeah, it just doesn't seem to have, you know, that as much benefit if you're not holding on to all the cards. Whereas I'd rather use something like Nest Ball, Ultra Ball to go searching my deck for them. Alright, so yeah, here he goes using his Zamazenta V to change out his hand. I've been using Professor's Research, which has worked well for me because I'm able to get my hand down to 0 or 1 card, and then throw that down to get a whole new hand. So, I mean, definitely both have their strategies. It does limit you if you're doing Professor's Research because you're only allowed to play 1 trainer per turn, support trainer, so it can definitely be a bit of a trade-off there. So I don't know. His way might work a little more smoothly, but then you're relying on getting that Pokemon on the bench. So definitely a tough one to know. Yeah, you'll see me click Radiant Charizard a ton here. I just love the way that they've animated the hollow foil patterns on these cards in the game. It just is so much cooler. Like the hollows in real life look great and everything, but the fact that they're able to make this kind of like an animation, it's like you're always seeing that sparkle. So it's at this point that I'm really just thinking he's probably going to quit because he seems to be, really not giving it everything here, and he doesn't have a great setup. My bench looks pretty stacked, and a lot of people will just throw in the towel because honestly, it's better to just hop into the next game and try to win that as opposed to having a long drawn-out match. Now, that's not always the fun way to do it. I myself will try to, see if I can stick it out, but I mean, most people won't, so I think it's why it's taking long. Yeah, there we go. See, victory for me, that's great, but it doesn't mean that he quit, so that's kind of a bummer. But this definitely will bump us up a level in the event, as a new pass has started here. So I will go ahead and claim that reward, and then we can jump into those packs because everyone loves opening booster packs. So I did take a look, guys. Paldean Fates is a very small set. I think it's like 74 or 94 cards, of which I've already got more than half. So 1 copy, though. Once we get 4 copies... Oh, nice. Armor, nice. Once you get 4 copies, it does convert it into the in-game currency, which I like. I think that's a really smart way to do it. And I like that they make you only have 4 copies, and then you can use it as many times as you want in as many decks as you want. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, like literally this Raichu, I feel like we pull it every time we open packs. Alright, let's see what we get here. Lapras, that's my favorite Pokemon, I think. It's a tough one, but I've always loved Lapras, and it's Gen 1, so, I mean, it's been around forever. And, okay, Heat Rotom. Nice, yeah, so that was the packs here, guys. But yeah, I've been enjoying playing Pokemon TCG Live. It's a great game, lots of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. But as always, do make sure you comment, share, like, subscribe. Let us know in the comments what you want to see, and we'll catch you in the next video.